Hello and welcome to Cooking with Peach. Today I'll be using my crock pot to make some mousse side, el sida. No idea what part of the mousse this is, but it's just called mousse side. Never had this before. I mean, I've had mousse meat, but never like this. I've never had like soup, like the soup meat. So I'm not gonna follow a recipe. I'll just do whatever. I saw that this is basically empty, so I'll be using whatever is left of this. This is like a kimchi sauce, some salt, tomato, 2 bouillon cubes, fenugreek, oregano, rosemary, thyme, blåklint, which is basically just flour, just to use this up. This is cumin, Cumin in Swedish, because we also have something called cumin like this, but these and this is not the same. I think this is pretty popular in like Mexican cooking, I think. Some kimchi powder and some black and white pepper. Oh yeah, and also coconut aminos. And yeah, I'll see how this tastes. I'm going for like a mustig. That's kind of like, oh yeah, olive oil. I don't know if I said that, but olive oil. And of course I forgot, I'll just use broccoli mix as well. And because I'm too lazy to cut onions and garlic, I'll be using some shallots and some garlic and onion powder. I'm also adding in a little bit of like a ghost pepper hot sauce I made. This is how everything looks after I put it in. And let's see, let's do it on low for 7 hours. And when it will become a bit softer, I'll mix it around. It's impossible to mix it because, all the frozen ingredients and all that. I've also added water, of course. Yeah, it's been 2 or 3 hours. I don't remember if I said it at 8 or 7. But yeah, this is how it looks right now. I mean, I just stirred it because I forgot to stir it after like an hour to 90 minutes. I forgot to do that. So it's been 2 to 3 hours instead. Okay, hello, yeah. I ended up letting it cook for 12 hours because it was getting late, so I decided to just pump it up, I think 5 or 6 more hours. Whatever it was to get it to 12 hours of cooking time. And now it's the other next day. I'm gonna be eating. And let's see. Oh, I mean, it looks good. It's a nice color to it. Just gonna mix it around a bit. Because obviously it's been standing here like a couple hours. Here are some of the bones that were left over. I mean, I removed the bones before I decided to eat. And one thing that I like to do when I crock pot with bones, I like sucking on the bones. It tastes very nice. But it needed more salt. That is kind of like how it looks. And I have tasted it. I tasted it like 2 minutes ago. And my first impression was, needs more salt. So I added some salt and let's see how it tastes now. Let's get a little bit of everything. You know what? I'm gonna taste this right here first. I mean, it is mustig, which is like umami, I guess. Here's a piece of meat. Quite a big piece. That's good. Because when I added salt, I decided I was kind of like, I'll just add all of the clumps that are in the salt. And I actually thought it would become too salty, because it looked like I added a lot. But I guess I didn't add into the consideration, the vegetables and who knows. But it needed more salt. Even now, after I add a little bit of salt, I'm kind of like, we might need a tiny bit more. I mean, I will say, I like how it tastes. I will say, I don't taste a lot of heat. I think I could have used a little bit more of the hot sauce. Yeah. But I don't know what to say. I like it. It ended up being I did end up using a little bit of raspberry vinegar, like a little bit, maybe like 1 or 2 teaspoons in the whole mixture as well. So yeah, that's that's what I did, because it was like quite sweet. I think those tomatoes were like quite sweet, so I wanted a little bit of acidity, so I added 1 or 2 teaspoons of raspberry vinegar, because it's a little bit, even though I think the acid rate of that is the same as apple cider vinegar, but it tastes less sour.